Hey everyone, it's Ann with cnsave.com back for another round of eBay and Amazon sales. It is Saturday, May 7th. And here's the first sale for the week. This is a vintage Bible, King James Version leather cover, and does have some writing in it. It's okay to get Bibles with writing. And I got this, I either paid $1 or I got it for free. I honestly can't remember. However, it sold for $70. I had it up for $100. Someone offered me $70 and you bet I took it. Buyer paid shipping. Of course, they paid media mail, but because of the cost, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them to priority because I want to make sure that this gets there quickly and safe and sound. So I know this isn't the most professional way to show you guys Amazon sales, but it's just easier than trying to get photos and download them and add them to the video and blah, blah, blah. I'll just show you a quick on the screen. So this book just sold, As We Forgive, Stories of Reconciliation from Rwanda. I got it for free and I sold my copy on FBA for $10.25. I got this Great Courses writing guide at a Goodwill sale for $1. I've had it up for $24.99. I just changed everything to best offer, as you know. And first they sent me a message asking if I would take a certain amount and then telling me what the shipping should be and then telling me that they needed it by Thursday and don't ship it parcel. I need it first class or priority and I am making multiple offers to people and I'm going to go with the one who offers the best shipping. So I just sent message back and said, best offers need to go through eBay's best offer process, which is in the listing. And if you have any other requirements, you can put them in the offer and I'll review it. So they sent me an offer for $20.20. And again, with I need it first class or priority, not parcel. So I accepted the offer and I sent them an invoice with priority is the first option, first class is the second. I put in the message, priority takes 2 to 3 business days, first class can take up to 5. They paid with priority, then sent me another message telling me that the shipping seems high because certainly this could fit in a flat rate box and that would be cheaper. And I sent back, I said, number 1, it's too big for a flat rate box, the small flat rate. Number 2, we're putting in a padded flat rate, which due to recent postage increases now costs $6.80. They'd paid $7.05 for shipping. So I said, I've refunded you 25 cents overage. I'm like, ugh. Hopefully they don't get this and complain, but if they do, whatever, I'll call eBay because, I have the documentation through the messages of them just being picky pants. This is the type of thing, normally I do leave feedback immediately after somebody pays because they've paid, they've done their part, I leave feedback. But this type of case, I will not leave feedback for them. Make sure the entire process goes through. But since you can't leave people negative feedback and you can't give somebody feedback because they're annoying, it's just kind of my way. I was like, okay, you're annoying? You've ticked me off. I'm not leaving you any feedback. So there. So anyway, I hope they get this by the time they want. But I can't do anything about it. I don't control the post office. It'll ship out Monday and we'll see. These people, don't tell me how to ship things. Don't tell me what things cost. Seriously, rude. Here is another Amazon FBA sale. I picked up this book, Lady in Waiting. I think I got this one at the $1 church fill-a-bag sale, I believe. So I probably paid like 10 cents for it. And it sold on FBA for $9.99. It is Sunday and overnight I sold this set of Denny's coffee mugs and I got them, I think at a fill-a-bag sale. So they probably were 20 cents, 10 cents. And they sold for $19.99 and the buyer paid shipping. Going to send them in a priority mail shoebox. Hey Max, want to say hi? Max! Hey buddy. Hi buddy. What you doing? Hi. Hi handsome. I picked up this Casio keyboard, I think it was last weekend at a fill-a-bag estate sale. Anything under 10. This was 15, so it wasn't fill-a-bag, it was half off, so I paid $7.50 for it. The highest this one usually sells for is $60, so I priced it at $59.99. There are others that are more complex than this, then go for more. But priced it at $59.99. Someone offered me $40. I counter offered with $50, and they took it. So it sold for $50. Buyer is paying shipping. It's going parcel, and my dad is going to make a box for it. So I had this little New Testament up for $9.99. I just accepted a best offer of $7. I've had it for a while. Nothing really special about it. This is imitation leather. Oh, sorry, I'm out of breath. I was running up and downstairs. And I don't know what I paid for this. It was either fill a bag or free. So probably a quarter or less. So $7, buyer's paying shipping. I'm going to ship it in a bubble mailer via media mail. It is now Tuesday, and I accepted a best offer for this little Chicago Cubs purse. It's nothing really special. I live here in Iowa. They sell these all over the place. I picked it up at a garage sale with a bunch of other stuff for $1 or $2, which I usually wouldn't pay up to $2, but I was getting a bunch of other stuff really, really cheap, so I just threw it in there. So, you know, sometimes when I'm buying a lot of stuff, I just will kind of look at everything I bought and say, well, maybe this item was a little more, but everything else was so cheap, so in the end, every item ends up being, you know, 50 cents when you break it all up, if that makes sense. Anyway, whatever. I had it up for $14.99. Someone offered me $10, so I took it. And they're paying shipping, of course. It's actually heavy. You wouldn't think this was that heavy, but it does weigh over a pound. So it is going to go via priority mail. It is now Wednesday, and I just sold this Ferrari toy race car that I got at Walgreens on clearance for $3.99, and I sold it for $19.99. And you may be asking, why didn't I send it to FBA? Well, FBA buy box on this is only $12.99, but I was able to get 20 bucks for it on eBay. So you always want to double check. Even things have a barcode, sometimes you can get more on eBay. And it sold through the global shipping program. So got to find a plain cardboard box to send this off in. It is Thursday, and I just sold this Care Bear. It is one of the original ones, and I picked it up for $2, and it sold for $24.99. Buyer's paying shipping. It fits perfectly in a priority shoebox. Something to note about this item and other items you might look at. Sometimes you look up an item and the prices are all over the place, and a lot of these Care Bears go for a really low amount because that's what people price them at. They'll start an auction at like $2.99, which I always find weird. Why do you start an auction at $2.99? Or just price them at $10. But I looked up the most anyone had ever paid for one of these in the last few months, and it was $24.99. So that's what I priced mine at, and it sold. So you can always start high and come down later, but if you put it up cheap, you know, don't be surprised if that's all that you get for it. So definitely start high, run it for 30 days, and when it ends, then you can make a decision. Do I want to reprice it? Do I want to put it on sale? Do I want to accept best offer? Make those decisions then. I let things run for 30 days, and then I will list them good till canceled with a sale or best offer and go from there. I can't remember where I got this button. Marriott, Great America, the American Eagle. I either got it in a fill a bag or probably paid a quarter for it. Probably didn't pay any more. And it just sold for $9.99 plus shipping, buyer paid shipping. It's light enough to go via first class in a bubble mailer. I picked up these John Deere VHS tapes at a fill a bag sale, so they were probably a quarter. And I just accepted a best offer for $12, which I'm happy with because I want to get them out of here. And the buyer paid shipping, so now just need to find a box. Okay guys, it is now Friday, and I just sold this book, Better Homes and Gardens Storybook, on Amazon FBA. My copy sold for $49.99, so that's definitely my biggest sale that I've had on Amazon, so super happy about that one. So for the second time, I have sold this wedding album, vintage wedding album. It's sold once. The guy sent it back, not because he didn't like it, but because it wasn't the right size, I guess. So I've had so many questions about this album, so many watchers. It is this permabound art leather. It's not leather. Art leather is the brand. And the problem with these is that over time, the material has gummed up you need to store it properly. And a lot of people had these wedding albums and it kind of got gross. So they're looking to replace them. So yeah, I've had a lot of questions wanting to know if it's the same thing. Is this material yucky? This is not. This feels, you know, pretty much like new. So yeah, this person who's getting it now bought it a few days ago, $24.99, but didn't pay. I finally had to file an unpaid buyer claim, and then they paid right away. So gonna get this shipped out, and that wraps it up for the week for eBay and Amazon. I know showing you guys the Amazon sales is kind of weird, just showing you on the computer, but honestly, that's just all I have time for. I film everything on my camera phone, so I don't do the screenshots and whatnot. So that is what works for me. I hope it works for you. If you don't like it, I guess you can let me know and I won't show you the Amazon sales. But if you like them, let me know if you want me to keep showing them to you. And if you like these sales updates videos, be sure to give this one a thumbs up. Give it a thumb up. One thumb, thumbs up. And subscribe if you haven't already. So until the next time, thanks for watching. Bye.